What's up, guys? Welcome to Mandown Gardening. This week's episode is brought to you guys by Medic Grow. This is the NEO-780, and we are in my 5x5 tent. And what I have is I have two plants going right now that we've been revegging the entire time. And they are revegging. That's all I can say. They are extremely thick. When I was sitting here last night, I was going to put the camera up, but then I got sidetracked. But this is an example. Look at how many tops are going to be here. Like just in this one little bush right here, there's going to be 5 or 6 different ones. So what I've gone ahead and done, if you guys remember from last week's episode, is I tied them down. They're still tied down. They're going to remain tied down for probably another 10 days. And once I untie them, I'm just waiting on the timing thing. As soon as the strawberry finishes, then I'm gonna take this cherry punch and I'm gonna put it over there in that one. And then we're just gonna center this 30-gallon girl, and we're gonna untie her, put up a trellis net, and start trying to stretch her out without breaking her anymore. Or I might just leave her tied down and just flip her into flower like she is, because of the way that she is damaged so much. I can't believe that she's still wanting to live, but she's greener than green. She's healthy. She's uptaking water. She's uptaking food and nutrients. So why not? Let's see if we can flip her. I bet we still do pretty good out of her. But if I could go back, that's the famous words, if I could go back and make a different decision, I probably would have either just left them in flower because they were only like 28 days to 30 days old. I would have left them in flower and just had really small plants, or I would have killed them and started over. I wouldn't have probably did this whole revegging process. It's not that it's because it's not possible or anything like that, but it just changes the structure so much of your plant that it makes it so thick. And this is what I'm going with the Bruce Banger. I mean, I had the same thing. I just stripped that girl down to, down to a lot. And I don't really want to do that with this one or either one of them. So I'm not going to, we're going to do the opposite. We're just going to let them go and see what happens. They will both have their own tent. Right now we're at 70%. Under the Medic NEO-780, what's that say, 504 watts. We're about 20 inches from the canopy. Today they will be getting some water. I haven't watered the big girl in about 6 days, so she'll probably get about 2.5 to 3 gallons of water, and then this one will get about 4 liters, maybe 5 liters. And it will be just straight water. Actually, I might hit them both with recharge. Actually, that's what I will do today, is they both will get a dose of recharge today. So she'll get 4 liters and she'll probably get the rest. I'm gonna make 5 gallons up and I'm gonna give it to them. But that's where we're sitting for now. I'm gonna go ahead and get that stuff done. We'll check back in a few days and see how their progress is doing. Smash that like as always, guys. Thanks. Later. What's up, guys? We are back on the revegging project. And these girls, especially this cherry punch right now, she is starting to definitely hit veg again, and she's starting to explode everywhere. So that's going to be awesome. There's so many tops. There are going to be top after top after top after top. Like, I could take and clone this plant, and I bet you I get close to 100 off that one. This one still has a little bit more before she's fully hit reveg, but I mean, she's doing well. So we're not going to mess with her. I'm going to leave them tied down. They have about another 1 week of being tied down before I mess with them. And then, excuse me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this girl to a different tent. She'll have her own tent. We'll untie her, start, I'm either going to just flip her the way that she is because of her structure. You know, doing the revegging has definitely given her a different structure. Or I might put up a trellis net and try to train her out. Either way, I'm gonna put up a trellis net. And yeah, we're not gonna go through what we just went through over there on the Strawberry K with tying them all up. I don't mind tying them all up. I mean, I already have the wires all cut to size and all that kind of stuff. That's not a problem. But I want to take you guys' advice, and I'm gonna try a double trellis net. I know I have them. They're everywhere. They're hanging everywhere. I have trellis nets everywhere, so I might as well use them. I'll do a white one on the bottom. That way I can cut that one off, and then a vinyl one on top, or nylon. I'm sorry, but they're definitely looking good. Came in yesterday and watered them, gave them a dose of that recharge, and she ended up getting about 4 liters. This girl right here, and then that girl back there got about 9 liters, but she really needed it, and there really wasn't much runoff at all. I got the shop vac out and I sucked it up. I also have this runoff tray because there's some holes right here, and that'll catch any excess water, so that way it's not a big old mess. But they're looking absolutely they're looking crazy, but this is what I said they would. This is what would happen, you know. These 2 girls are getting ready to go to their tent. I have the other one coming down, so we'll have 2 plants coming down, and then these 2 will go into their new home, and then this will go in her new home, and then we got our 5 plants. That's the plant count. So looking forward to this. So we'll be back in a few days, guys, after I continue to just leave them tied down and just let them grow up into the light. I did bump the light up to 75%. We're at 540 watts. I am gonna bump it up again to about 80%. Now we're at 576 watts. So the goal is to get her like really close. I don't know if I'll go 100%, but at least 90% in veg. That way when I do go and flip her, you know, they're gonna be ready. What's up, guys? We are back. It is day to water. And look at this girl. She is exploding. Like I said, once they hit right back into the veg period, they are going to explode. And even the back girl, she's not 100% in veg. Well, she looks like she is now. Like, I would give it a couple more days and then I could confidently say that she's 100% back in veg. But this girl, this cherry punch, yeah, she's definitely in veg. So she's gonna go over to the other tent here real soon in about 10 days. I'm just gonna leave them tied down for now, completely tied down until I get over there and transport her. It seems to be doing the best. I'm at 85%, 612 watts, guys. This light is unbelievable. It is freaking badass. I mean, just look at what it's done to these Revveg projects. You guys seen when I first put these little girls in here, and it's been what, a month? And yeah, this is telling me that it was definitely worth it to do it. I know I was kind of leery a couple clips ago. I was like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have. But you know, as I wake up every day and I see how much bigger they're getting, it tells me that it's totally worth it. So this is just some pH water. We hit them with recharge last time, and this is pH down to about 6.3, and we're gonna give her about 5 liters, 4 liters, something like that. And I don't want any runoff really, so because I really don't need to check it, you know what I mean? Like, there's no deficiencies that I see whatsoever. She is one healthy green plant, and that's all that matters. So we're just gonna water her out, and then we'll get that back girl too. She'll probably get the rest of this. This is almost 5 gallons of water, and I'll give like a gallon and a liter to this one. and then that back girl will get about three gallons. But I think I don't know. I'm just openly thinking out loud, but I was thinking about leaving her tied down and just flipping her, not even trying to train her, because there's going to be so many buds coming from that back one, and they're all like an individual plant. I mean, that's how big it is in that 30 gallon. And I figure if I veg her for another month, I mean, she's just going to be enormous. And we're gonna hit some real good weight goals. So I'm really happy with that. Plants are doing absolutely phenomenal underneath the Medic Grow NEO-780. If you guys are interested, remember, you guys can save 5%. And I am in my 5x5. And this light just barely fits in. I know you can cram it into a 4x4, and I've seen super great results from Grower's Mindset. I think he had 4 or maybe 5 different autos in there, and he pulled over a pound out of there, and that was under one of these lights. So definitely worth it. They're cost friendly. They're user-friendly, and they're easy on the electricity bill. So I'm going to finish watering these girls out, and we'll be back in a few days when I have to water again, and we'll see the enormous growth that has happened in between then. Smash that like as always, guys. Thank you. What's up, guys? So I counted the days, and we are roughly like right around day 75. Since I planted these girls, and they were prematurely flipped. It took about 40 days for them to re-veg, but look at the size of these girls. This is a 10-gallon pot, and this back one is a 20-gallon pot, and she is just as enormous as can be. Like she is starting to get some size. I wish the other 2 branches were there. If those other 2 branches, man, we would have a nice big old plant. But we still will. I'll be able to come in here and trellis her down and look at all of them. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. And it's gonna happen soon, so we're just gonna let her continue to do her thing. No water today. I did have to end up watering the cherry punch again yesterday. So that was it took 1 day for her to dry out, but I guess that's self-explanatory by the size of her. We're at 85% and we're blasting 612 watts. And I've never had a light like this, so the amount of wattage I've never used, and man, these plants they're happy, they're healthy, and they're looking good. We will be top dressing them soon. As soon as the strawberry kush comes down, we're gonna take this cherry punch and we're gonna throw her straight into that tent. We're gonna hang up a trellis net. We're gonna train her out for another week or 2. See if we can't fill up that trellis net. I'll probably cut all the wires off her, so that way she's free, and we'll see what we got, man. I have a really good feeling about this one. It's gonna take some sculpting and definitely some cleaning up to do, but I think it's definitely going to be worth it. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be back in a few days. Later. What's up, guys? We're right around day 80 of veg, and I hung the trellis net up today. She has the tent to herself. Oh, hello, Mr. Gnome. He's down there chilling. He brought me good luck. So what I'm gonna do is I already changed the light configuration, and I'm gonna flip her straight into flower. She's ready. I don't want to lose any more branches. There are plenty of bud sites everywhere. It's not what I really wanted to do. I wanted to stretch her out all the way, but down at the bottom, they're just weak. So every time like I pull back, it like cracks. So I took some duct tape and I duct taped it around, and we'll see if it's savable. I know that these guys can heal each other. I've seen it before in my own eyes, but we'll see how she does. This is the purple Oreos, and right now we're at 80%, 624 watts. Let's bump that up to 85. She's at 663 watts. We will get that up to 100%. We're at about 24 inches from the canopy. We're gonna see how far she stretches, let her grow up into the light, and then I'll make up my mind which way I wanna go. But I came in yesterday and I watered her. I gave her about 3 gallons, so she doesn't need anything today. I also cut off all the wires, so she's free. She can grow up if she wants to, as fast as she wants to. There's nothing constricting her anymore. She's definitely going to be a fat plant. I just don't know how fat. But we'll be back in a couple days, guys. I am gonna top dress her also the next time she needs water, and it's gonna be 80% 284, 20% 444, and I'll probably throw in 1 to 2 cups of worm castings, maybe 1, because I don't want to give it too much nitrogen, especially going into flower. She just don't need it. She's healthy enough, except for the branches, which is really peeing me off. But there's nothing I can do about it now. Definitely a learning experience. This was one of the revegging projects. So the Cherry Punch has her own tent. She's looking pretty good. So I can't wait for her. I'm gonna flip her probably in about 5 days, 4 days, and we'll see how she does. But if you guys can, please smash that like as always. And we'll be back in a couple days when I top dress her. Thanks, guys. What's up, guys? We're back. It's day 1 of flower. Not much happening. We're gonna go ahead and top dress her in the next episode. I want to get this up to you guys, so I just wanted to show you one last clip before I end this video and be able to get it up to you guys. But she's looking good. I came in this morning and I tucked as much as I possibly could. The back needs a little bit more. I'm gonna unzip this side and tuck it down a little bit, but yeah, she probably won't be top dressed for at least another day or 2, and I really want to get this up to you. Well, I have to get this up to you this week. So yeah, not much really going on. She's looking okay. She looks like she's gonna pull through. She's gonna make it. We'll just tuck her just like that, and yeah, we'll just let her go. But if you guys can, smash that like. If you guys like what I'm doing, subscribe. Leave me an emoji and a comment. Anything that helps push these videos out, guys, please. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you guys have any questions whatsoever, you guys can always hit me up on my email, mandowngardening@gmail.com. I've had quite a few people been hitting me up lately. So you guys are all welcome. Any questions whatsoever. So I'm working on hopefully getting some t-shirts here real soon. and we'll get that rolling too. One thing at a time, one thing at a time. But I can't wait for this girl to start really flowering, and we'll get a better idea of how well the revegging project went and if it was worth it at all. But she looks like it. I mean, she's definitely full. She's healthy. She's green. She's huge. I mean, you guys got to realize too, this is a 5x5. This isn't, you know, this isn't a 3x3 or anything. But if it was in a 4x4, she'd almost be wall to wall already. So, all right, guys, we'll see you guys next week. Later.